So I see you're looking at my Huis Project. Someone once told me that to do a renovation or a new build, there's about 2,000 questions, which means there's a lot of questions that you might have about this house. So let me tell you everything that's in the house in one go. Come on. Well, I start at the front door with an E-lock, which has been really cool. So we come into the house and what have we got? Well, we've got Resene wallpaper. I've used right through the house 13mm jib plasterboard, just standard board laid horizontally, 13mm for old houses, kind of hides a lot of sins. We've painted everywhere through the house using Resene Paints, whether that's the broad wall for the sealer, whether it's the space coat on the walls, space coat flat on the ceilings. All the old doors I've bought up in Lustracryl, the old joinery is in Lustracryl. I've had new mouldings for architraves and skirting boards run by the guys at Outpost Timber because it's a custom one that I've added into this project. In here we've upgraded both the network hub, so the fibre ONT is in here, Netgear and my Cat6 cabling all terminates in here. We've put in a brand new distribution board with a couple of extra features. So yes, we've got circuit breakers, yes, we've got a residual current device, but we also have arc fault detection added to all of these circuits as well. And this tricky little thing here is a current relay. I'll tell you what that does in just a moment. So in this room, for example, we've gone to Harrison's to have the blinds done. We've talked to the people at Carpet Court to have the carpet done. The old fireplace here, over the top of the bricks, I've done a Resene construction system, rock coat, render, a little bit of stone from the guys at AGB Stone. The wardrobes have come to us by the wardrobe company, and then the doors in here and in the other bedroom, I had my kitchen maker, T Brothers Cabinet Makers, do all of that. I did the door handles myself. Well, I painted them myself. Through the hallway here, access up into the attic storage is via the Selwood attic stairs. So they just pull down, gives me good storage up there. It also, if we went up there, we'd see that all of the ceiling insulation I've done are 3.2 Ortex green stuff insulation right through there. What you don't see in some of these spaces is the insulation. So inside all of the exterior walls, we've put in retrofitted insulation. In some of the tight spaces, I've used heat savers using their foam injection system. In the conventional framing at the back of the house, in the roof and underfloor, I've used Ortex green stuff. Let me show you the bathroom. Now for a small space, and admittedly, this is not a massive bathroom. This was the same size as the original bathroom here, but we've stripped it right back and then we've started from the bare framing with our jib 13mm Aqualine with the water resistant core as a substrate for not just for the painting but also for the tiling. Once we had that done, slate and tile underlay over the existing tongue and groove floor, added the shower tray from Warm Up. Over the top of that, the complete waterproofing system from Warm Up. So it laps up the wall, it's right through the shower, it's up around the bath, there's a splash zone. Over the top of that, we've added the heating elements. That's also been provided by Warm Up. That's all controlled by a single controller, which controls not just the underfloor heating, but these heated towel rails as well. So over the top of that, obviously we've used Space Coat, bathroom and kitchen, so it's got a little bit more protection for the painted surfaces and for the top of the walls. We've gone to the good people at Tile Space for these big 1200 by 600 format tiles for the floor, and then we've gone classic subway tile here on the walls. This old window I actually found at Jacob's Demolition, and then we've upgraded the glass to safety glass by the team at Metro Performance Glass, who did the glazing for the window as well as supplied the glass for this shower enclosure as well. Added a barn slider in there, which gives me a lot more space, not having to worry about the door opening up. Plumbing fittings, all from Plumlight, it's their Buddy range. Into the lounge here, again, Space coat on the ceiling, space coat on the walls, luster acryl on the trims. The fireplace, so same fireplace is in bedroom 2, but this is that render that I was talking about. So it's a rock coat render over the top of the original bricks, and then I've used some Aquapel and some concrete clear from Resene to seal all of that render in. The piece de resistance from this room is the Acidifier. So it's the DX990. It's actually the first one that has this shape to it. It's a much more square shape. Typically there's sort of a landscape profile. It fits beautifully into here. The combustion is drawn in, the air for combustion drawn in from the power flue on the roof, and that's where the gas, the exhaust, is expelled to as well. I've made this frame around it, simply painted it with some Resene matte black. Window has changed in there, again from a demolition yard. Some curtains made by the good people at Harrison's as well. Now, right through the house, linking this all together, is the Quick Step flooring. It is their French oak in a matte finish. I've taken it from the front door to the back door. It links right through the lounge and into this third bedroom as well. Coming into the kitchen here, my joinery is by the guys at T Brothers Cabinet Makers. They've custom made all of this. I've opted to go for a suite of Fisher & Paykel appliances. So I've got dryer, washing machine, I've got extraction in here. Now that relay device that I mentioned to you in the board, as soon as I turn either of these appliances on, the fan that I have through the roof will work immediately. So as soon as either of these two draws any power, that fan's coming on and it's getting rid of that moisture that always builds up in the laundry. The colour on here, spray finish, it is Resene double stack. Gone for the Fisher & Paykel fridge, Fisher & Paykel microwave. We've popped in a power pack range hood, so really good extraction, but tucked away in here as well. Gas hobs, electric underbench, buddy tap, Burns and Ferrell sink. This beautiful stone bench comes to us from AGB Stone. I've got the dish drawer, just a single dish drawer from Fisher & Paykel. So that's what's going on through here. Now, ceilings in here, this was a tricky one. Old remove ceilings with polyurethane, how do you paint it? Well, you start with a smooth surface sealer, then you do quick dry, and then we've gone for a Resene top coat in there. Altus Pacific Suite joinery, the sliding windows on either side, the bifolds here, and a set of French doors, and I've opted for low E double glazing from Metro Performance Glass. What else do I need to tell you about inside the house? There's so many things that you have to make decisions on. We've got the switch gear, little things like adding USB plugs to the switches makes a big difference for charging all of our electrical devices. Got blinds in here from A1 glass. So the downlights here and the little sort of pop down spotlights that we've got here across the breakfast bar, all of the lighting here has come from Lighting Direct. Even got some little LED strip at the back of that cabinetry over there as well. The kitchen guys sorted that out for me. Let's have a look at outside. So from here, I can see my new colour steel roof. So there's a couple of things about the roof that we've done. One is it is Tidal Drift Matte. So it's a new colour steel product, but it's using an old profile. So True Oak, the guys at Roofing Industries, they run the True Oak profile, which I think works really, really well on old houses like this. And then from here I can see popping out through the top of my old existing chimney is the power flue, which relates to the ASEA fireplace. It's a critical part of the performance of the fireplace. I've replaced all of the spouting that's come to us from the team at Custom Fascia and Spouting. A little bit of macrocarpa from the boys around the corner at Devonport Timber. I've got all of this concrete, this great big durable lump of concrete here for the retaining walls is all from Firth, and we've used their Ice Storm colour in the patio out here as well. The lawn comes to us from the good guys at Ready Lawn. I know that's been a rather frantic sort of rush through the house telling you everything I can think of, and I've probably missed a few things, but if you want to know more about any of the products or any of the services that have been provided here on the Huis Project, then check out www.residentbuilder.co.nz.